Hello YouTube friends and family, it's Frank here again. Yes, in 2024. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. Hope the holidays were blessed. Hope everybody had a great New Year's party or good time or whatever. I just hope that you and your family are well and that the holidays went off without a hitch. I'm sure many of you woke up to Christmas morning and woke up to some presents. You know, probably drunk a little eggnog, if you're into that. Ate some fruit cake. Ugh. Hey, you know, had some great time with the family. I just hope everybody had a great holiday season. And as we look back on 2023 now, we are moving forward into 2024. It's been a few days since I've done a video. I realized that. Nothing really missed. There's been a lot going on. There's been a lot going on within the villages and a lot of construction. What I'm doing right now is I'm coming down Bexley Trail. Came over the golf cart bridge. Excuse me, I went over the Southern Oaks Bridge, going over the turnpike, coming down Bexley Trail. And I'm on my way into the Village of Moultrie Creek. Me and my wife, Susan, we rode through there the other day and I thought, man, this is a really nice little area. So we figured we would check it out ourselves. It was a really neat little neighborhood. These homes so far are what are going to be model homes. And so they did those model homes just a little bit different. And off to the side of me over here is Eastport. So yeah, there's been a lot going on, guys. But anyway, welcome to 2024. Stay tuned. Don't you go away. Well, I came through, actually, the Shady Brook entrance. The village of Shady Brook, and you can kind of see off in the distance. There's a lot of construction going on. There's a lot happening. There's a lot that needs to happen. Looking at a postal station that they got built over here. Right in there. And I'm coming down on Bar Boulevard. And this road that I'm on is actually Marsh Bend Trail. This Marsh Bend Trail is going to continue on down for quite a ways. So this is a continuation of Marsh Bend Trail. So when I turned left, I was actually on Central Parkway, turned into Shady Brook on Marsh Bend Trail into the new area. And you can see they're getting some tennis ball, pickleball courts going up. A lot of construction going on. Well, really, there's not a whole lot of construction going on in this particular area. They've just got the plots laid out, the roads put in, you know, that sort of thing. But there's no homes or anything going up as of yet. Now, if you're into the drone footage, I don't know if anybody has caught gold wing nuts recent video where he captured a lot of this on drone, so you got a lot of good aerial view of it, where I'm kind of on the boots on the ground here. So we're coming down Bar Boulevard, and we're actually going towards, or we're heading towards the high school, which is straight in front of us. And then right here to my left, they got some new patio villa neighborhoods coming up right there. Garino Road. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So really, this is the only first actual home structures that are coming up in the Shady Brook area. This could be Moultrie Creek now. I don't think it is, but it could be. I haven't seen anything that separates them just of yet. Now I'm in my car, so I'm not in the golf cart, obviously, as you can, I'm sure you can tell. But we're gonna continue west. They got some walls put up over here to the left. Those look like they're gonna be courtyard villas off to the left right there. The sun's just coming up. It's gonna be beautiful outside. I think I might want to roll down the window and cruise. Really pretty outside here today, guys. It's a Sunday morning, January something. I don't know, it's the 6th or the 7th, 2024. You know, when you're retired, you kind of lose track of your days, right? They've already got some palm trees put up. A lot of the landscaping is already up in this area. There's gonna be a pitch and putt course right here. I think that's what it is. It's just some golfing greens. I do know that. There's one off to the left too. So this kind of continues on that way. Retention pond already in, full of water. So a lot of these areas right here have already been established. You just didn't hardly know it because you couldn't get back here. But these roads are paved now. Now we do have some homes being built in this area. It's a neighborhood right off here that's going to continue on inside into another neighborhood area. I have no idea what that's going to be. It could, I don't know. I thought I heard somebody say verandas possibly. What my guess would be. Yeah, it's really nice. House is built already all alongside the road here. Put the sun in you guys' eyes. It's coming up. There's the postal area for this neighborhood right in here. I believe this is going to be Moultrie Creek. Right here, these are going to be courtyard villa neighborhood right here that they're working on right now. Got a good ways to go on that, but you can see the home models. Obviously know what these are going to be. If you pan over to the right, it's a good sized large retention pond. I mean, it's big enough to call it a lake. That off in the distance is the high school. Now we're gonna come over back over here on this side, guys. And this is the neighborhood that we're going to just kind of sputter through. It's early Sunday morning, thank goodness, and there's nobody really around. So it gives me a second to ponder. And like I say, currently we are on, well, you can't see it and the sun's gonna be in our eyes, but this is Bar Boulevard. Straight off in the distance, right off in there, we're gonna come out right over there, and you'll see where it says the Village of Moultrie Creek. So we will turn left right here onto Kelly Keith Loop. Kelly Keith Loop. I'll fix my phone here a little bit better. Now the streets are nice and clean. They've got these done enough where, you know, they're already starting to show these model homes to people. I had to zoom out a little bit here, but you could see that these homes right here are just different. The models are different. I am going to try to take my time here a little bit, just so we can kind of get a better look at the houses. As far as the model names of these and all that, I don't know. You know, with them changing up the homes, I'm losing track of them, so I have to research and find out what these models are. Now that house right here, if you'll notice, there's a sawdust lot right here that they put in. And the reason why they did that, this is for parking. So when people are here walking around, you know, they're being showed these model homes, you'll just park, and that this is a parking space for cars to park and tour the model homes, to cut down on the street parking, if you know. And then when they get done with that, they even got handicap parking right there. So when they get done with these parking lot, they're going to put a house on it. Now when that'll be, I have no idea. There's one, and here's a second one. But we're going to continue around. Now these homes are kind of set up like a villa neighborhood, you know, where we're going to ride around on the outer part of it, of the street, and then we're going to flip, and we're going to look at the homes that are on the inside. Now I realize, you know, a lot of my videos tend to be geared towards people who don't live here, people who are looking around. That's a beautiful sunrise this morning. Who don't live here, who may be looking around. one right back here. It's got a pool built in it. Now the homes don't come with swimming pools. Those are for obviously for display. But when they do put it on the market, you'll buy the house and the pool when they are ready to put it for sale. There's some more back in here. This one has got a pool. Here's a house right here that's getting it done. You got the structure for the bird cage and the pool down there. I can hear the water running in it. I'm assuming they're just circulating that water. I wouldn't think they're filling it and just walking around leaving it to fill, but they could be just circulating the water, you know. But it's running. This house is not quite finished being built. Based on what I'm seeing, looks like they're all going to be model homes. I see furniture in them where they've been staged. So what we'll do is I'm going to back up. Instead of heading out of the neighborhood, we're going to back up. We're still right here on Katy Keith Loop. We're going to go back down on the other Katy Keith Loop. Well, let's take a look at these other houses on the inside. So on the model homes, they got them staged with outdoor patio furniture. Brown wicker type. So if you'll notice, that house has got a big old bird cage in the back. It's going to be a nice area when they release these for sale. You know, when they're done using them for model homes. They're all going to have St. Augustine sod, which most people hate. They're all gonna have gas hookups. Interesting how they leave furniture sitting out. You know, I don't know about anybody else out there, but is leaving furniture outside a good idea? Anybody can come along and with the truck or whatever and haul it off. I wouldn't think they would, but you know how people do these days. There's a few of these houses that got outside furniture on the front porches. Here's another one of these model home parking lots. This is where people park on. And like I say, and this is gonna be a corner lot. When they get done with that, They'll clean it all up and they'll build a house on it. Yeah, several of these houses have got some fairly halfway decent porch furniture sitting out front. Just asking for someone to come and snag it. Potted plants. Yeah, I don't know why they would set themselves up for having some people come along and steal. But you would like to think here in the villages that there's a better class of people who are honest. Just don't do that kind of thing. Now here's a house right here. I'm gonna back up. Really interesting. If you notice that structure, look how they built that front area right in here. That is not something that you would expect to see in the villages. You know, it's just not something that they've been doing and what you would consider a Floridian house, in my opinion, but I'm not an expert on that. I think I would see a house like that just in some other areas in different parts of the country. It's just very, I don't know, what's farmhouse? Is that the word I'm looking for? Not really sure. Just take a walk around the outside of the house. You cannot go in them. Yeah, let's take a quick walk around and just kind of look at the overall layout of the house. The way this is built, just uniquely different. You know, I like how when they put in fresh sod, and it usually does really well, but 30 days after you buy it, I buy the house and the owners take possession of it, it goes bad. I was hoping you could look in by peering through the windows. It's like going into a car dealership and looking at the cars and peeking through the windows. So here's the back of a house right here. Put in just a small, like a little dipping wading pool right here. So you're gonna have a nice large, they have a nice large bird cage with that swimming pool right there. And I think if you look right in here, the water will just kind of be a waterfall effect right there. It's just not running. So, kind of got off the subject of the other house, but since we're right here, you'll notice how this house is staged, and they did it like how some owner would probably have it. The bird cage, and then you've got your landscaping, and then they put in these shrubs. There's a couple of styles, types of shrubs that they'll put in. They'll put in something like these, and then there's another shrub that they use that grow up really tall, and then you just, you know, cut it and you can build like a living wall kind of thing. You see those sometimes, but there's another style that you see a lot more of. But these will do the same kind of thing, you know, as you can see, built up. So that gives these people, so I don't know. And then you've got this tree right here. It looks like a crepe myrtle. Why in the heck would you put a crepe myrtle, I know that's what it is, right next to your bird cage? That thing, those things get massive. I've seen crepe myrtles. I used to have one in my front yard back in Georgia, and that thing was a monster. I'm not sure which breed of crepe myrtle this is. You know, some bloom white, purple, pink, or whatever colors those are, and I'm not sure what this one will do. This one's kind of getting tall, but look at that. Those branches, when they gets in full bloom, they're going to droop. And this could eventually lay on top of that bird cage and get on that screen, I'll bet you. But anyway, enough of that. Look how close you are, and you're going to be right next to other people's. There's a house right here with a swimming pool in it. So, you know, I don't know how you ladies feel about it. With me, I wouldn't want nobody to see my big belly. But what's the matter? You go to the pool and everybody sees your belly there too. But you know, the ladies might feel a little different. You coming out for a dip in your pool, and you've got your neighbors right here. They're in a dip for their pool. Then you've got these people right here sitting out there, hanging out, doing whatever, and you're right there. And you got people right here. Does that make you feel uncomfortable? I don't know. But you could do things to, you know, put a barrier or something to where it's a little bit more private. Furnishings on here. What I'm looking at is this pad right here. They put the pad and then they did a weird different texture they don't normally do. That's different. It's just brushed, you know, so people don't slip is what the idea is. Anyway, let's get back to this house that we were looking at. I could go off on a tangent if I'm not careful. Here's the back of this house. It's got a large lanai. Wow, look at the size of that. Now on the camera, it might not look as big, but when you're actually standing here to look at the fat guy in the window, that is huge. And a real tall door. It's a tall, skinny door right there too. So these are really tall. So you know, I'm saying that door and these aren't your standard height. Very tall. Somebody with 6'10" can come through there without having to duck. That's what it looks like. It is tall. Nice big doors right there. You can open up. That's really nice. Oh, here's where the other shrubs I was talking about right there. They get really tall, and then you can make hedging, you know, wall hedging with these. Very popular in the villages that the villages puts in. Yeah, I don't know, guys. How do you feel about, you know, this, you know, solid wood, of course, but just that pattern, that design, is that kind of weird you guys out? I don't know how. Leave in the comments below what you think about it. I wish I could look inside. Probably can't see. Trying to get a camera view a little bit hard to do. There's no blinds to them, so there is no window treatment in these houses anymore, from what it seems like. People have made comments that could be a bathroom. that the builders are getting so cheap now that they don't even put the window treatments in the houses anymore. And I'm looking in. It's gonna be a bedroom. I'll tell you what though, it is certainly tall. I would almost go as far as to say it's a 2-story, but I really can't tell. The doors are just, it's got a huge bathroom back in there, I can see it. Doors are just taller than standard. They really made it tall doors. When you walk up to it, and it's just like way up there. I want to see if we could peek through a window here. Got a long foyer, it's a walkway. And it goes all the way to the back. As far as it being like a 2-story house, I can't tell. As tall as it is, that's what I'm guessing, but I could be wrong. But there you go. Something very different that the villagers don't normally do. Look at that sky, guys. Florida is just awesome. We love it here. The morning views are beautiful when a sunrise, and then you get a beautiful sunset on the pretty days. Sunsets though with some clouds are the best because they really cast a canvas of God's artwork. Well, back in the car. Sorry if there's a bunch of wind noise. Just a blast of cold Arctic air just whipping through the street. It was really strange. I don't know if it's supposed to be getting colder or what. Their blue house right there. It's a little different from some of the ones I've seen. And the camera kind of looks like a powder blue. I mean, I don't know, a gray blue or something. But in real time, it doesn't look like that. I'm looking at the house and on the camera, and they're 2 different shades of blue. Kind of has an aqua blue to it. It's nice. I'm over here looking at a house. Is it haunted? Huh? Ooh, it looks kind of haunted to me. What's going on in there? Just kidding, guys. I think we're going to go out and I'll show you. We'll look at the village entry sign. And then we'll go back out the way we came in so you guys can kind of look at the other side. That's that house with that swimming pool. Looks like, I don't think they're filling it. It's just circulating.